What is up, divergent friends? Whole snap! I think it's working on every platform this week. What about that, Tyler Koala?
What's up?
Super psyched, yo! I'm a G.
I was gonna say you were not this happy 5 minutes ago. What just
No,
happened?
I'm stoked, bruh. It worked. Do you know? Like Alara and I sat here for I don't know 40 minutes last night trying to figure it out. Still couldn't figure it out. Finally, I'm like, listen, this is gonna happen one way or another. And damn it, the link linked up. We are live on DLive. We are live on YouTube on Rokfin. Go make the free account. Let me check the Foxhole. I wanted to get the Foxhole chat for the peeps this week. You know, got to send some love to the Foxhole fam. So, what is going on with you, Tyler? Tell
Oh,
me something good. Tell me
just typical
something
day in the
good.
neighborhood. I saw a UFO today while I was walking the dogs.
That is what you said. That is wild.
Yeah,
You wanna
I-
you wanna give the peeps a look at that?
yeah. Well, I'll give them a little back. I
Yeah,
mean, I was just walking the dogs, and I have no idea what
I wanted
pinged
to
me
get
to
the
look up.
foxhole chat for the
Or
peeps.
something, and I mean, you could hardly see it, but it was clear as day. This white dot. And I'm watching this thing. First of all, I'm waiting for it to be like a plane or something else, but it's not. And it's kind of like it's kind of turning and moving a little bit, but and it was just going really, really, really slow. And I was like, "What am I looking at right now?" And I couldn't make sense of it, so I got the camera out. I filmed it and I didn't even see it on the camera. I thought I didn't catch it, but after I went back and watched it, I was like, "Oh shit, I did get it."
Oh yeah,
And
you definitely got to show them. Let me
yeah, yeah.
make you the host so you can share the screen.
And unfortunately, I oh shit, I need to go run upstairs and plug my computer in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Grab my charger. But unfortunately, when I uploaded it to YouTube, it takes some of the video quality away, so it's not as easy to see on YouTube.
Oh,
But
well,
it's
I could
actually
definitely see it in the Telegram video you sent for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me let me pull it up and then share that. I can just try and share the original file. So no, that's not it. Before I share, I'm just gonna get ready.
Well, while you're looking for that, let me take us to a word from our sponsor.
Friends, Alara of Sirius here with my amazing co-host,
Am I allowed to
Loyal to
talk?
the Foil.
Oh yeah, you can
Loyal
talk.
to the Foil has a
I don't
brief
know if that
message for
part's
you.
working.
Hit it, Loyal.
In this age of anti-toxic masculinity, do you want to be more manly so you can really stick it to the system?
When do we not want to stick it to the system?
Every day,
That's
bruh.
right.
Do you buy products that are made by companies that just push you toxins? Does your barbecue taste like it was soaked in estrogen?
I know mine does. And carrots. And
Well, fear not.
cabbage.
We got you, Alara,
That's
because
great
we are
news.
now fantastic news. We are now proud affiliates of Beard Vet Coffee. They are veteran owned and operated. A portion of every purchase goes to their veteran charity of the month, and you get free shipping if you order over $35. Not to mention, you can use promo code SFN at checkout for 10% off. So if you need coffee, and who doesn't need coffee?
Who doesn't need
Everybody
coffee? Let's be real.
Everybody needs
That's
coffee,
right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you just want to have the manliest beard ever, maybe some specialty barbecue rub for your summer cookouts, or possibly some great smelling handmade soap, then you go to beardvet.com and use promo code SFN at checkout for 10% off.
You be supporting veterans, and you be supporting us. That's called winning.
That's what we do around here.
That's right. We win. Now stay tuned for your regularly scheduled programming. Alara out. Hey, friends.
Well, I think it worked.
I have no idea. I was
I
sitting
know you
here.
can't see it. It's crazy. Go to beardvet.com, people. Check it out. Get the militia maple. Tastes like Canada. Not sure what Canada tastes like, but if I did know, I'm sure it would be that. Tyler, do you
It,
feel
it tastes
Yeah, it's
It
all
tastes.
maple-rific. It smells delicious in the morning.
All right, let me try and share this. No, what are you seeing right now? Are you seeing the
Yeah.
sky?
Oh, they got to be seeing it. Yeah. It jacks my whole screen, but yeah, they can see it.
Okay. Um, all right, let me hit play.
Yeah, the quality looks
So,
pretty good too, I think.
okay, I don't know if this will even show up. A tiny little dot there. I'll zoom in a minute.
Oh, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you put the little arrows up there just in
I
case.
mean, if I didn't, people will be asking, and I couldn't even keep it on there. But I zoom in a little bit on the next one, you can see it a lot better. I mean, clearly there's something there, right?
Yeah,
I have
he's just
no idea what it was.
some kind of orb. He's like in and out.
Well, he
It's
wasn't actually with my naked eye. It was crystal clear. I could see it. It wasn't. It's the camera zooming in and out that makes it blurry like that. Um, yeah. But anyway,
right
that's it.
over
What are you
your
laughing
house.
at?
He's hanging out. You can
Yeah.
actually see it pretty good right there.
Mm-hmm.
What am I laughing? I laugh at everything, Tyler. Have you not picked up on that yet?
All right. All right. I stopped the share. So
Yeah, I see. Let's see what's going on here. All right. So, I do want to thank some people before we get down to the nitty gritty here, before we put Tyler through the ringer with the quiz questions. I want to thank,
while you're doing that, I'm gonna go get my
go plug your
charger.
computer in. I want to thank Super Chats, you guys. I am just figuring this out and getting this together, so work with me here. But I want to show you guys some love. It means the world to me. On Cash App, Kaboomer, Big Hair Tsunami, Amelia Duos, Tanette Booth, Maria Salas, Judy's Pissed. Much love to you guys. On DLive, Alara, O'Mason, Keys, Julie65, Morning Flower, Nick Houston, The Right Answer, Russo202, Yavonda, Mr. No Clip, much love. And on YouTube, Our Cloaked Unseen World, Sandra Anderson, Chris Hawkins, Miss Lizard Breath, Successful Sarah, and Nikita T. Thank you for your support. It means the world to, means the world to me and to the alien. Tyler loves you too. Much love, you guys. Yeah, where's the alien girlfriend? He wasn't with us last week. She, he, it, shim.
Ah, well, I don't know.
Do you have any
It takes
answers,
too much to
Tyler?
set up. It takes too much to set up because I have to like stack up a bunch of stuff at just the right height. So he actually, whatever, it's not worth it.
Who you tell?
Anyway,
I thought he was worth it. You know what? That's offensive. I just want you to know that. I'm triggered, sir.
well, I'm not doing it right now.
Don't worry about it right now.
What did I miss?
Me thanking people that sent some love. Always got to thank the people that send the love. Uh, let's get down to business, sir. I got some questions for you.
Yeah, well, wait. Do we have any other news to cover first?
Do we have any? I don't know. Do we have news to cover first? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
I know. Well, we'll get into it.
Yeah, if,
This
if
is
I'm missing something, please, by all means, tell me. Right?
yeah, well, you're missing a lot, but we won't go into that.
Haters, sir. Haters.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask the first question.
All right. Team Foxnuts, Team Tartaria, YouTube. What were you guys? I don't even remember what name you guys had chosen. Let's get down to business. Conspiracists believe businesses dispose of dangerous byproducts from phosphate mines by doing what? A. Spraying it in chemtrails. B. Mixing it into cement used in public buildings. That sounds shady as shit. C. Adding it to drinking water disguised as fluoride. Or D. Selling it to teenagers as the newest party drug. Let me read it one more time for the peeps. Conspiracists believe businesses dispose of dangerous byproducts from phosphate mines by doing what? A. Spraying it in chemtrails. B. Mixing it into cement used in public buildings. C. Adding it to drinking water disguised as fluoride. Or D. Selling it to teenagers as the newest party drug.
I think a chemtrails or fluoride. Either I don't actually know. It could be chemtrails or fluoride.
Let me see uh-oh, is the Foxhole chat working? I'm seeing C's. I see lots of people on the fluoride tip. What's DLive talking about? Chemtrails, those are all bad. Yes, Leyland, those all suck. Chemtrails, add it to water, says Rainbow Snuggle Fritz.
Isn't that funny that my UFO video got the contrail fact check or
Oh
whatever?
yeah, immediately. Like psh, YouTube came right with it. Like, oh no, you don't, buddy. Don't you come over here with those
I guess
ragtag conspiracy theories.
I wonder if it's just because I was showing the sky. I don't
Probably.
understand. There
You
must
didn't
be
you
an
didn't
out.
say a word. You didn't make any. There was
Yeah,
no
yeah,
text to trigger the algos. Like that's crazy. That just a scene will trigger their algorithms.
yeah.
That's crazy. That is wild. Let's see. Alara says it's the teenagers. It's the teenagers. Guys, it's actually fluoride.
That's what most people thought.
Yeah, right. I mean, well, fluoride is super shady. I mean, obviously, we know that it has issues with, calcifies the pineal gland or whatever, right? Don't
Fluoride
use,
is super shady.
right? Super shady. Don't use fluoridated toothpaste, man.
No,
China stopped putting it in their water in like the 70s, and IQs over there went up almost exponentially with the end of that. Like it's literally making us stupid. It's
I
well,
quit drinking. Yeah, I somebody said the foxhole chat is not working.
I see that. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Is Foxhole down altogether? Or the one time I actually popped the chat out so I can see what's going on with the Foxhole peeps, and naturally, something's got, something doesn't want to work. But if you can hear us over there on Foxhole, Fox Nuts, we did not forget about you.
What was I just gonna say?
We were
Oh, the
talking about the
fluoride. Yeah, so
fluoride.
I go out of my way. I have to drive to a water station down the road and fill up jugs every couple days because I won't drink my tap water. They have a reverse osmosis water station. You fill up 32 cents a gallon. It was 39 cents a gallon. They just lowered it to 32 cents a gallon. So
Well, at least the price of
that
something by the gallon's going down.
yeah, exactly. That's how I get my drinking water. And then we have a GANS charging station that it makes basically makes plasma water. And
You guys got
so
like, air purifiers and crystals all over the place and super hyped up water filtration systems and
no,
stuff,
actually
don't you? I
no
I already know, Tyler. You don't. I already know. You can't tell
no
me
air
nothing.
purifiers. Definitely no air
You don't got the
purifiers.
what's the one Alex Jones sells? I don't even remember. The
I have
AJ
no idea
Zone or whatever.
actually. Um,
Right. Did I ever tell you my crazy story about the water in Jordan?
I don't think so.
So when I was over, like, for those of you that don't know, I was in Jordan for some months, okay? And when I went over there, I'm just gonna we don't realize how good we have it here until we go somewhere else. And I mean
Sure.
here in this country.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
when man, when I went there, Obama was still in office. And it was literally when he made the line in the sand statement about chemical weapons in Syria. So there was a stream of refugees flooding across the border. And I mean, people with like no shoes, dragging sleeping bags, little kids looked like they hadn't bathed or eaten in days, and they were just randomly setting up. Um, I was in Madaba, which is like it's not far from the capital, Amman, but it's a half size city, but they were just kind of setting up in random places around the city, right? And in any case, so I was already like, what is going on here? Well, I had an apartment there, and I'm brushing my teeth 3 times a day. I'm showering multiple times a day, separating my whites from my darks, right? Washing multiple loads of clothes. I go to get in the shower. I got there on a I think a Sunday night. By Wednesday, I go to get in the shower and the water's not working. And I'm like, I I tell my dude, I'm like, bruh, there's no water, the water's broke. He said, no, 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 he'll be here Friday. I said, what do you mean he'll be here Friday? The water man will come Friday and fill the cisterns on the roof, right? In
Hmm.
Jordan, they come and fill up. And when you run out of water, like that's it, you're out of water. I mean, I'm sure the hotels have continuously running water and whatnot, but if you live in a regular place, you got to wait for the water man to bring you some water. It was the craziest thing.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that even in Mexico and places. I know just Mexico itself is, I mean, essentially parts of it is a third world country. They're living in poverty in places over there. I spent Christmas over there this past year, and I learned a lot. And I was not staying on a resort. I was staying with the locals with a friend, and it is nothing like the commercialized part it shows. Like the resorts and stuff. It's nothing like you
Right.
think.
I mean, you get over there and think you know what's about to happen, and then it's nothing like what you thought was about to happen. Or at
Yeah, I
least
mean,
that's how it was for me.
yeah. Real quick, somebody said you have to add minerals back into the water after reverse osmosis, which is true. I do. I put pink Himalayan salt in the water
I
when I
use
bring it home.
pink Himalayan salt for everything.
Yeah, but no, some of the places over there they had no window, no glass in the windows, dirt floors. This is how they lived. They don't sleep in beds; they sleep in hammocks sometimes. Like I walk into one house and there's like three hammocks like stacked in the living room. There's like a baby sleeping in one, and the adults slept in the other hammocks, and
Man.
the couch, everything's right there, one room, no glass in the windows. But it's just a way of life. The ice cream man rides around on a bike with a cooler, ringing a bell.
With the cooler. It's probably the most melted worst ice cream. That's crazy.
I don't know, but it's they're all happy. They're extremely grateful.
I imagine.
Extremely grateful. The kids over there are like adults. You don't even see like misbehaving kids anywhere. Because it was Christmas and some of the family brought their kids over, and you would have never guessed. They respect adults. It's an entirely different culture.
Oh, right.
Like they're
Respect
getting
some
like,
adult. I've seen that
yeah,
happen in other countries, not
for
here.
yeah. For Christmas, they were getting like a used bike that looked like it should have been tossed in a dumpster, and that was their only gift, and they were extremely
Loving
happy.
it.
Yeah,
Loving it.
yeah. I mean, they couldn't believe they got a bike. So anyway,
Next
next question.
question, right? All right, this one's for you, Tyler. You should know this. What site contains the mysterious H blocks that
Oh,
prove that it was built by aliens? Okay. Is it A, Machu Picchu, B, Angkor Wat, C, Chan Chan, or D, Pumapunku? What
I mean,
site contains the mysterious H blocks that proves it was built by aliens? A, Machu Picchu, B, Angkor Wat, C, Chan Chan, or D, Pumapunku? Let's see. Oh, they're saying no Foxhole chat. Well, Foxhole, I tried.
I know the answer
I
to
know
this
you
one.
do. You probably got some stories to tell too, right? Let's
No,
see. Geert says D, Pumapunku.
I do have a story to tell about that site. Actually, that's actually sad.
Looks like everybody's on this one. D, everybody's got. Yeah, it is. It's Pumapunku.
Yeah, it's D. So what they're doing with that site is actually it's the stupidest thing ever. So a lot of those blocks were destroyed, right? So and they have no idea how it was
Destroyed
even,
by humans or just destroyed by nature or what?
yeah, over time. And so what they're doing is they're trying to rebuild it based on nothing but their imagination. And they're like, instead of leaving the ruins as is and
As they
letting
were
people,
found.
so now they're trying to actually reconstruct it, but they have nothing to go by. So they're just screwing it up. They're trying to put these blocks together. They're building nothing. I mean, it is like they're ruining the whole history of it. I don't even understand what the purpose of it is, but they're just totally disrespecting that whole site. It,
Isn't that the
I
way of
don't
things?
know. I don't know who allows that, who signed that. Go ahead, do what you want. Play Legos. I mean,
Right? Alien Legos. That
yeah,
sounds like
alien Legos.
that's
That's what it is.
right. That shit looks like it was laser cut.
Yeah,
I
laser cut.
but I don't know. I do you ever catch on YouTube? They've got like there'll be two dudes in like the woods of Indonesia or in the nowhere of the Philippines that can like dig out these houses into the
Hmm.
ground and build the pools and stuff, and it looks like and it's like I was thinking about that the other day. I caught one of those videos and I
They're
was thinking,
amazing.
yes, we always said like, oh, we couldn't build that now. I'm like, I just watched two dudes with sticks build a whole mansion underground with a indoor pool. Like, what do you mean? We
Well, the only thing is they're not using stone, they're using mud and clay, and that will clearly, if they don't maintain that, that will not stand the test of time. It's impressive what a person can do, but it won't last like these stones.
they're
And
asking for pictures. Go
yeah,
ahead. Yeah, I mean
nothing.
these
Oh my
do look
God.
laser cut, guys. I mean, like this is like they say these are like keys, like keyhole doors. These are the blocks that they're talking about. The that we said the alien Legos. Let me see if it'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're all just stacked up next to each other. Oh, look at that. That's nice.
Hmm.
Apparently there are swastikas on a few blocks, but
Yeah,
that
there is.
was a jacked symbol. Like that wasn't always what we associate it with.
Yeah,
Um,
the H box. This,
mm,
no, no, the swastika was hijacked, just like everything
yeah, it
else.
was a symbol to meant peace or something, right?
Hmm.
But yeah, those blocks are amazing. I mean, the whole site is amazing. Uh,
All the ancient sites. I've been to a few of them in Mexico. I mean, when
where
you're
were you at
there,
recently? Machu Picchu?
no, no, I was
No, no,
in,
you went Teotihuacan. Where'd you go?
no, it was Cancun, Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza. I
Yeah,
would have just
I was
kept naming
staying,
randoms.
I was staying in Cancun, in an Airbnb, which you can go get an Airbnb in Cancun for a month for like $500, and I'm not exaggerating. Uh, Literally, like $500,
Well,
you could
I think
stay.
our friend Successful Sarah has an actual bed and breakfast down there now.
She's either, yeah, I don't know many details, but she is doing something down there. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
But I would not it's not for tourists. I wouldn't recommend a tourist go get an Airbnb unless you have a friend who's gonna get you around because um it will not go over well for you, especially if you don't speak the language.
Ain't that always the way?
But
Chris
yeah,
Hawkins
the
says,
what I was getting at, what do you say?
get the pic of the huge footprints in granite. One has a footprint inside a dinosaur. I've seen that.
Oh yeah.
I've seen that. Is that there? Is that at Pumapunku?
No, that's Africa, I think. Um that's other, I don't know. I
But
mean,
I saw that. Matter of fact, I saw that not too long ago. The human footprint inside what looks like the dinosaur footprint, like
yeah,
as if we coexisted, as if maybe history isn't what they told us.
yeah.
As if they've just
No,
got the timelines all screwed up.
well, even in one of the African cities, or I have no, I cannot think of the name of it, but there's artifacts that depict like people riding dinosaurs and stuff like that. So
Imagine that.
they just don't want to, they're just lying to us. But what I was getting at is seeing the stones and the ruins in person. There's no way. I don't know if I've talked about this on this show or our show before, but they have some of the random blocks laying there that were never complete. Like the whole place was just abandoned. Nobody knows what happened. So some of them are just laying there, and you could see the size of of one of the smaller blocks. And just for the hell of it, you're not supposed to touch them, but I did, and I went and
Of course.
I wanted to see what it would take to try. Nobody was around. It's a massive site. I wanted to see what it would take to try and move one and just feel the weight of it myself. You could not even budget with all your strength. I don't even think four guys could move it. And to stack them up as high as you see these structures does not make any sense with any type of contraption. When you're there looking at it, I don't know.
Acoustic levitation.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my best
Anyway,
guess.
all right, let's do another question.
All right. What U.S. naval ship was used in the Philadelphia experiment?
Oh, I know it if I hear it.
Was it A, the USS Philadelphia, B, the USS Eldridge, C, the SS Minnow, or D, the SS Botany Bay?
I actually don't. I can't remember. I want to say either A or B, but I don't remember.
It was the minnow, dude. You know it. Let me read it one more
Yeah.
time. Let me read it one more time for the peeps. What U.S. naval ship was used in the Philadelphia experiment? Was it A, the USS Philadelphia, B, the USS Eldridge, C, the SS Minnow, or D, the SS Botany Bay?
We're getting A's and B's.
A's
I
and B's.
honestly, I've read about this. I should know. For some reason, Eldridge is sticking out to me, but
Yep,
uh,
that seems to be the consensus here, and it is the USS Eldridge. Yeah, the Botany Bay was Darwin's ship, and the Minnow. I mean, we all know
yeah,
was Gilligan's Island. I don't know. The USS Philadelphia. I think that just seems legit, right? Seems
Gilligan's
legit,
Island.
right?
Man, what a show.
All right. We don't have good TV like that anymore.
Yeah, man, it's just a yeah. I mean, they could never if they got off the island, it would have sucked.
They had to stay stuck. Like,
Yeah,
sorry,
they
guys.
had
It
to.
wasn't that
Yeah,
bad. I mean, they were all right. They were all
no,
right,
I love the show.
right? All right, Tyler. Here's one, and I know you'll know this. You got to know this, right?
All right, I'll
Uh,
sit right back while you. I
what
can't even think of it.
university? What university has a secret society named Skull and Bones that is alleged to be a part of the Illuminati? What university has a secret society named the Skull and Bones that is alleged to be part of the Illuminati? Is it A, Harvard, B, Yale, C, Duke, or D, Notre Dame? A,
Man,
Harvard, B, Yale, C, Duke, or D, Notre Dame?
it could be any of them because they're all affiliated, but I think I'm going to say Harvard, but Notre Dame could also be it because of the fire and everything that went on there.
Not the church Notre Dame. They're talking about the school Notre Dame,
Yeah, yeah, I know,
Catholic
but
University. Notre
but
Dame
if
just seems like it would be, if it's affiliated with the
apparently
Vatican.
it's Yale according to all these people in the chat,
It is Yale. It is Yale. Oh, you
and
guys
that
are
was
on
a
it tonight,
fail,
right?
not Yale Skull and Bones.
Chris Hawkins, what the University of New Mexico could have been. Could have been. Seems legit. Seems legit. Yeah. What have they got? Like 322 carved off that. Who was a member of that? Kerry, Bush,
Bush, yeah,
Clinton. I think. Who else?
I, I don't tons more. I'm sure. I don't actually know.
Stack says they even made a movie about it. Yeah, right. I think it was called Skull and Bones. That movie. And didn't they had that footage they claimed to have gotten of the secret initiation ceremony where it was like the
Hmm.
chick up on the
I've seen
stairs and
that.
she was filming down into the thing and they're
That was
all,
in that was either in they put it in one of the movies, Cosmic Secret or Above Majestic, but I did see that footage, yeah.
man, like that's wild. Yeah, but there's no evil intentions going on here. Like, come on now, man. You
I
guys,
guess I need to watch that movie. I have not actually done enough. I have not looked into that enough,
what the
apparently.
Skull and Bones? I mean, that's
Yeah.
man. They're all members of the CFR. They all, they all
Yeah,
they
I know the basis of it, yeah, but anyway,
like
continue.
these are the power players. These are the people like of course there's so
Rob
many,
Zombie, Matt Damon,
right? There's
Tom Cruise for sure.
man, that dude
That
is
dude is a clone.
something ain't right.
No,
So many things. So many
that
things.
I just listened to this SSP whistleblower the other day who I'm reaching out to have on the show because his testimony just blew my mind. It corroborates with a lot of things that I know to be true, and it is very disturbing, yet extremely. It resonated deeply. Like you just feel whenever somebody's like, you can't make it up. Just when he's telling his
Right.
story, and it's not even worth sharing because it'll just kill the mood. But it's the stuff that's going on with some of these celebrities that we used to idolize is not
You get
cool.
a lot of really good people on your show. That guy yesterday was talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, Dan Willis. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
what he had? Was he at the disclosure thing?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
press
he
club. He was
spoke.
there.
He spoke, yeah.
That's crazy. What was that called?
The national the UFO Disclosure Project
It was
National
disclosure.
Press
Yeah,
Club.
National Press Club. That's. I saw his background. I was like, man,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember watching that. That was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. He shared his testimony about the underwater UFOs in Alaska.
Man, craziness. All right. Oh, thanks, Stacks. He sends me a list. What is that? A dinosaur in a chair? Is that a Doge? Can we talk about Doge for a minute? Can we
Well,
talk
yeah, we
about my
can.
dude, the King of Mars? Elon, did you see what he did yesterday? Like I knew he was gonna pull some shenanigans because like the day before yesterday, he had put a poll up on Twitter talking about do you want to see do you want to be able to buy Teslas with Dogecoin? Of course
Doge.
everybody's
Yeah, I
like,
saw that.
yeah, everybody's like, yeah, obviously. Like there's a whole bunch of us that just bought Doge. Like I don't even know what to do with it. I just let it sit there because it's some I know I can trade it for actual money at some point. That's good enough for me.
Hmm.
Uh, so yesterday he says, yeah, because Bitcoin mining is, such a harmful thing to the environment,
Hmm.
Tesla's not going to be accepting Bitcoin anymore for their cars, but we're not going to sell any of our Bitcoin either. We're just going to hold on to it. Price just plummets. And
Yeah.
at the same time, Dogecoin spikes. I was over here like, yay, that works.
Oh man, it that triggered so many people in the crypto world because there's people who
The Doge
think,
tube went crazy. Everybody on
yeah.
YouTube that talks about Dogecoin had a video yesterday.
I mean, there's people that think Bitcoin's like the future, but actually, it's good. They're going to run out of coins eventually, and then it's just going to become, uh, I don't know, it's just going to fall off. I can't think of the name. The word I'm looking for. Regardless, it's Bitcoin's backed by China.
I I have some faith in the utility of Bitcoin. I do, and I think because there are only so many coins, the price is going to go. I mean, the price can only go up. There's a limited supply, which I think is good. Now, Doge, apparently, there's been some adjustments for that. Like, yes, there's no limit on the number of Doge, but they only release so much at a time, like to kind of like balance with inflation or whatever. Don't take my word for it, not financial advice. Either way, I don't care how it works, right?
Yeah.
The memes are funny, and just like our currency, it's worth whatever we decide it's worth.
Exactly. And that's it. You have all these billionaires, these whales actually getting triggered, getting pissed, getting angry
Oh,
about Dogecoin
big
and
mad.
even they're even getting mad at Tesla or Elon Musk now because of
He
what he's
moves
doing to
markets.
Bitcoin. Yeah, because he's what he's doing to
Oh
Bitcoin.
yeah,
And
they were
they're
pissed.
saying like because he brought Bitcoin to Tesla. So he actually was responsible for increasing the price of Bitcoin because due to that. And now he's actually responsible for tanking it. It's amazing the power that he actually has just by
Man, in me, I mean, within seconds,
yeah.
within seconds of the tweet, because I leave Robinhood up or whatever up on my computer all day so I can watch. Just within seconds, like swoop, I was like, "Holy shit!" I said, I said, "What is going on?" Because I saw the price move before I saw the. So I looked back at Twitter and was like, "Oh man, look at
All I
that."
know, all I know is that I saw Elon Musk on SNL, and that's just one of those things where you watch and just kind of pretend like you never saw because it was so
Oh,
bad.
it was really bad. I hate that. I haven't watched that show for years. I turned it
He,
on just for
yeah,
that,
but he is like was so awkward and goofy. I'm like,
right? Oh, it was to the
yeah,
moon, right?
but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, well,
let's
you
do another
listen,
question.
we're going to do another question. I just let me make my little disclaimer. Elon Musk is absolutely an evil overlord. Okay? I don't necessarily trust the guy. I just think he's
Mhm.
funny. And he happens
Yeah.
to be my favorite evil overlord. So I'm not like,
I love that.
he is. I'm not co-signing Elon, but I think the dude is funny. Like, I'm
He
entertained.
had, regardless, he has the entire planet
Oh,
captivated.
captivated.
Captivated. What he's making moves. I mean, he's confusing everybody
Oh,
for one.
no doubt.
Nothing he does lines up. Like his whole SpaceX thing, like somebody that I don't know, you think he would be in the know about certain things, but he's still pushing rocket boost, rocket based technology. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
They're probably like, listen, I mean, somebody with that many government contracts, that much power, he's like you said, he's got to be read in. But they're probably like, if you want to keep up your little side projects, you keep your mouth shut. And so he goes on Joe Rogan like, there are no aliens. All the
Hmm.
footage is terrible. Like, I don't know what you've been watching, guy. Like, there are millions
Yeah.
of videos that are high quality HD. Like, what are you talking about? You know,
I wish I
whatever.
had a better camera of today because I know Peter Slattery when he captures his, and he's ready with it. He has a nice camera. Had I had a better camera, because I could see it so clearly with my eyes, but the camera was barely showing up. So
Then you get all
I
excited and you're
understand.
trying to catch it and it.
I understand now why some of these videos are so blurry. You just can't actually capture it like that.
All right.
Anyway, go ahead.
On to the next one. On to the next one. All right. Earlobe matching. All right. Now we all know about the absolute
Biden.
scientific validity of earlobe matching. Earlobe matching was used to prove that Jean Benet Ramsey grew up to be what pop star? Okay. Jean Benet Ramsey grew up to be what pop star based on the earlobes? Was it A. Miley Cyrus, B. Jennifer Lopez, C. Taylor Swift, or D. Lady Gaga?
I don't even know that. I have no idea. I've
You know who
never
Jean
heard.
Benet was, right?
Oh yeah, I know, but I didn't even. I've never heard this
Oh yeah,
conspiracy theory.
I've heard. I never really dug into it. I did get the. I wish I could scan the thing, guys. I got the scanner, right? Bought the scanner, right? It needs software. I gotta figure it out.
You don't you don't have a you don't have a Mac, do you?
No, but somebody was telling me like, oh, you can hold it up to the webcam and it'll scan it. So I downloaded a program, but like anytime I hold it up, I can never get it to actually click in or grab it. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
my
If
cam sucks or what. What are they all saying? Katy
eh,
Perry, I see. Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. So it looks like it's between Katy Perry. What? It's not even. You guys are messing with me. It's Lady Gaga. The answer is Lady Gaga, which doesn't surprise me. She's freaking weird.
well, if she's I don't know, she might be a dude or she had a sex change. Did you see that video where her penis slipped out on stage?
No, I
Yeah,
did
she was
not.
wearing. I'm not joking. I don't even know if you could still find it. She was wearing a short skirt and she was like on there was like a Harley or a motorcycle on stage, and she did something, and you can literally like see it pop out, and then she like has to hide it. Um, I have
Everybody's
no.
saying Katy Perry. Hey, I didn't make the questions, guys. Maybe it is. I wish I could scan that thing so we could look. Well, matter of fact, let's look. Hold on.
Well, you can. Well, I was gonna say if you had a Mac, you could just scan it and airdrop it to your computer, and then people could.
They're saying Katy Perry. Hold on. Oh, I see a whole bunch.
Gaga is a dude.
Yeah, I wonder why. Now, I wonder why they would say.
Somebody said I saw that video, Tyler. Thank you. I don't remember too much of it. I just remember I'm like, yep, that's a penis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
somebody said
these
I
are all
saw
saying
that
Katy
video.
Perry.
Looked like the beans fell out. Yeah.
Man, I gotta find that. That's crazy. Uh,
The Lady Gaga thing?
no, yeah, her thing falling out. I mean, her stage shows always look like some
Ritual.
every time some transhumanist Satan loving weirdness, whatever, I guess. That stuff is terrible. But I
Let's see
don't
what
know
good
why that thing said Lady Gaga when all the conspiracy series say Katy Perry. That's crazy. Oh, now I know this is true. You ready?
Yeah, yeah.
What Netflix original series was allegedly inspired by the government's secret project on Montauk Island?
Say that again. I
What
was
what
I was
Netflix? Go ahead. What was you doing?
I'm digging up that Lady Gaga
Yeah,
video.
please shoot it to me in Telegram. I want to see. What Netflix original series was allegedly inspired by the government's secret project on Montauk Island? A. Hemlock Grove, B. Sense 8, C. The OA, or D, Stranger Things?
I already know that. Everybody should know
Everybody
this,
should know
actually.
that, right?
Yeah.
Are they answering? Yeah, everybody. Katy Perry has some weird video. Her. Have you ever seen her extraterrestrial video, the one with Kanye, where it starts off and it looks like a fallen angel, and then it turns into an alien, and then as she gets closer, she turns into this like I don't know, demon thing, and then she hits Earth and she's like Pan and she's got the goat legs and she activates this like there's so much symbolism in the extraterrestrial video, it's ridiculous.
No, I haven't seen it.
Man, listen. Let me just listen what I'm telling you because you know how you know what I think about the fallen angels and all that, right? Starts off looking like a fallen angel, turns into an alien as it gets closer to Earth because it's falling, turns into this like I don't know, she devil looking thing, lands on Earth, has pan legs, legs of the goat, right? Marches her little goat butt over, activates this robot android thing, turns it into a human, and then they march off into the sunset together. If I
Well,
wouldn't get a strike, I'd literally pull it up so you can see it's crazy.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, really.
You can't can you play this Katy Perry video? I mean this Lady Gaga video I sent you?
I don't. That one's probably not. Let me look. Hold on. And yes, guys, it was Stranger Things, which I mean clearly ties to Montauk. You see the big the facility they've got 11 at. This season is supposed to be going into her backstory, which is kind
Stranger
of in.
Things?
Yeah.
I
Season
couldn't watch
4.
I
Did you cancel your Netflix?
no, well
Oh.
yeah, but I've never had it. I've been piggybacking off my sister's account
Oh
for
well,
years, but
who doesn't do that once in a while? All right. Let me see if it'll.
I think we're still kind of doing stop animation a little bit, but it's not as bad. It was doing good earlier.
Uh-oh.
Um
All right, let's hold on.
I couldn't watch it. I felt like it like triggered me for some reason.
The video's up. I'm not going to turn the sound on because that's how I get strikes, and God knows I already have one.
Make it full screen, or did you?
I did.
First of all, you see her on the bike
Oh no,
well,
sir.
you see her on the bike adjusting it
What?
first.
Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Anybody that's offended, if you're easily triggered, you probably want to, hit the X. What just happened? Hold on.
Yeah, when she's sitting on
Oh,
the back.
you can see the whole thing. That's crazy,
Yeah, when
bruh.
she's sitting on the bike though, you see her trying to adjust it. And
It was
then
just hanging out, like doing a
yeah,
Michelle Obama, just out there. Like,
yeah.
what? What? Brooklyn says she can't watch it because she gets scared and don't like scary stuff.
What? Oh, Stranger Things.
Oh, I thought you was talking about freaking Gaga's episode. What did they call it when what's her name's boob popped out? Her clothing, her wardrobe
Janet?
malfunction.
Janet Jackson?
Yeah, remember they were like
Yeah.
she had a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
Wardrobe malfunction, huh?
Well, their clothes barely hanging on anywhere, you know.
Man, right? I can't. Just her whole thing was just out there, like waving in the wind. All right.
Apparently, somebody in the chat said Stranger Things was supposed to be originally called Montauk, if I remember correctly, meaning the show was originally going to be called Montauk. That would have been crazy. So anyway,
Oh, it lines up. It lines up. I mean, the interdimensional stuff they were doing. You remember the questions we had last show, and we were talking about was it mind control or an interdimensional portal or whatever, and it was an interdimensional portal, and I mean that's the whole kind of the whole premise
yeah.
of Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? Maybe I shouldn't bring it up.
It's just kind of a say whatever zone.
Well, no. So when I watched that show, I got triggered. Like I was like my body like got physical. I had a reaction to it. I turned it off. Like I don't know why. I only watched like 2 episodes, maybe 3, and I physically couldn't handle it. And everybody's like, "Oh, pussy!" Blah, blah. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not watching it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. There's a bad frequency or something."
Oh,
So
it
then
definitely creeped me out.
we're doing our secret space program month, and we have Rebecca Rose on. She's talking about she's a Montauk survivor, right? So um, there's this lady that pops up in the chat, and she's like, "Tyler, you're also a Montauk survivor." And I'm like, "What?" And then I did, and then I was like, "Email me." I don't know why this was it, like caught my attention. And then in the next week, she said the same thing in the chat. I ended up having a session with this lady, and um, brought up some very I don't if whether it's true or not, but if I was somehow part of those programs and don't remember it, that would be totally fucked up. And it would make sense why I couldn't watch that. Although I can't verify that, and I'm not gonna go on record claiming that I was ever part of that because I have no idea.
Right.
But according to this lady, somehow or another, she could tap in and see it. Whatever, I don't know.
See, this is why I don't want any kind of memory regression. I don't want to remember nothing. Because if I don't remember it already, I probably don't want to. That's
Yeah,
just how I feel. That's
the whole session was wild. Stuff she was telling me, I was like, and some of it resonated, but
I can
anyway,
I can imagine. All right, all right.
let's move on.
On to the next one. All right. What secret program allowed Nazi German scientists to evade war crime prosecution if they agreed to work on a U.S. weapon and space technologies? Everybody should know this. What secret program allowed Nazi German scientists to evade war crime prosecution if they agreed to work on U.S. weapon and space technologies? Was it A, Operation Second Chance, B, Operation Nazi Freedom, C, Operation Paperclip, or D, Operation Rocket Man?
Um, Brad, real quick, Brad Stenquist. Yeah, I actually did see that. It's really interesting. Somehow somebody recommended me, but I ended up doing the editing on that Elena Denon video today. I was just editing it. He said, Jason, Montauk survivor Jason is on with Elena Denon right now. You may want to watch that next. It's good. I literally was just editing the audio in that video today. Um, that's interesting. That's funny.
Well, it looks like
So what's what?
yeah,
So what's the answer?
it's Paperclip.
Paperclip. Yeah.
Yeah, Operation Paperclip. A lot of secret operations back then. Yeah, Paperclip. As a matter of fact, um, they got out all kinds of ways. The Vatican even helped some of them escape prosecution, which is kind of crazy. Honest to God.
Oh, I know. I know.
Honest to God.
How did this lady know you were a Montauk survivor, Tyler? That stuff doesn't sit right. Like remote viewing someone without permission. Nope. No trading on free will. Yeah, I don't know, Amy. All she did was say it in the chat, and I approached her. She did not seek me out, and I asked her more questions. I don't know. I do not take that information. I just take it with a grain of salt. Although I did hear her out and listen to what she had to say.
Might be worth, yeah, right. If you find out, let me know. I want to know. I'll ask you all kinds of questions. All right. What do conspiracists call? Did we? Yeah, I said it was paperclip. This is funny. What do conspiracists call the large number of suspicious deaths associated with Bill and Hillary Clinton? Is it A, the Clinton death list, B, the Clinton body count, C, the hillbilly murders, or D, the Clinton Foundation? I'm kind of digging the hillbilly murders, to be honest.
Yeah, I
That's
like that.
pretty
I mean,
funny,
this
right?
one,
I wish
this one's
why didn't we call it that?
this one's pretty easy. I mean,
Right?
everybody that term gets thrown around all the time.
Right? All
We'll
right.
let them we'll
What
let
do
them try and answer.
Let's see. What are they coming up with? Okay, what do conspiracists call the large number of suspicious deaths associated with Bill and Hillary Clinton? Is it A, the Clinton death list, B, the Clinton body count, C, the hillbilly murders, or D, the Clinton Foundation? Arkansas. I'm with that, Lawrence.
Arkansas, yeah.
The body count. It is the Clinton body count,
It's definitely the body count.
right? All of the above, right, Chris? For sure. Arkansas. I've always loved that term. I do like hillbilly though. That's kind of clever. Hillbilly murders. All
It is
right.
clever.
What famous director was involved in helping NASA faked the moon landings?
Easy. We
Was
just
it
talked about it last night.
Steven Spielberg? Was it B. Orson Welles, C. Martin Scorsese, or D. Stanley Kubrick? What famous director was involved in helping NASA fake the moon landings? A. Steven Spielberg, B. Orson Welles, C. Martin Scorsese, or D. Stanley Kubrick?
Yeah, most people should know it. I mean,
All right.
actually, a lot of people might not know it, but
Well, I mean,
um,
actually, you know what? Come to think, all these guys, Spielberg, Wells, they're all uh, legitimate potential answers as far as I'm
yeah,
concerned. Look, most people are saying D. It was definitely Kubrick, guys.
Kubrick, yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Man,
And I just discovered like a few days ago, there's a restaurant or a bar called Kubrick's here in St. Louis, and I've never knew it was there. It's like in the
you
basement of this
gotta
old.
go.
I know it's in the
Is it like
basement.
Stanley Kubrick theme?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's Kubrick's, and it has like a film reel,
Oh
and
my
it's
goodness.
literally it seems like a speakeasy or something. It's like on the back side of this building in Main Street, St. Charles. You don't know where that's at, but it's like an old town. I can't think. I'm
I used to go to
off
St. Louis
today.
sometime. I used to go to East St. Louis. It
I
was never
cannot
for nothing
find my
good, but
words today. But anyway, it's in the basement. It's like under. You take steps to go down into it,
oh,
and
you
it's
gotta
very.
go.
It's kind of yeah. I need to check it out.
Yeah, you definitely gotta go.
Historical town. That's what it is. It's an old historical town.
Well, I mean, Kubrick was a weird dude. Like,
Hmm.
I, obviously, Clockwork Orange. Like, there's so much truth even in that weird ass movie. Have you ever watched it?
No, I haven't, but I know about it.
Dude, they try to fix him. Like, he commits some atrocious crimes and they get him and they try to put him through this rehabilitation where they do like this visual association. They make him watch heinous videos. They prop his eyeballs open and like basically brainwash him and give him this medicine to make him sick every time he sees these violent images so that he's supposed to get sick at the very thought of violence. Well, in the movie the guy likes to listen to classical music, you know, and it just so happens that while they're playing these violent images, they're also playing classical music. So he gets sick at the music that he loves, which really pisses him off. And eventually, of course, he hits his head, I think, and it knocks him back to what he was. And then he's on this freaking tirade. But the whole movie is weird. The whole
By the
freaking movie
way,
is weird.
spoiler alert.
Oh,
I guess.
yeah. Sorry, it's such an old movie. I guess I just figure I
Yeah,
don't know,
no,
right?
I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
my bad. If you haven't seen it though, you should. I mean, it's definitely disturbing, but there's a lot of good information in there. Just the way
Yeah.
they try to manipulate people's minds, right? I
You
just
know,
totally ruined that for
the
people.
whole moon landing thing is very interesting. Actually, Edge of Wonder did do a really good series on the moon landing, and they brought up Kubrick a lot, and they it, I learned a lot from those videos, and that's what actually got me looking into it more. I definitely believe we went to the moon.
I was just gonna ask you. So do I.
Yeah,
So do I.
in a separate
Exactly.
mission,
They
and
filmed that
then
stuff to show to the people. I
think of
think in the event that there was some kind of a calamity, that way we didn't look like assholes on TV and Russia thought we were up there.
yeah,
Russia at
no,
the time.
exactly,
You know what I
and
mean?
well, and then what I've learned now about the SSP, we were just talking about this last night on the show. Dan Willis said the same thing. We
Stacks
definitely went.
Hostel was horrible. I don't know which one was worse, to be honest. Go ahead. He was asking about the movie Hostel.
Oh, I saw the house. I saw Hostel.
Oh, that's another mind trip.
Um, I
But
definitely think we went there. I think they already knew something. So here's the thing.
yes, they knew.
NASA's the dog and pony show. So the people working on the rocket and Houston mission control, they may have been in the dark. They might have actually thought that they were like doing an actual like mission, like
I'm
preparing for
sure.
it. that's the only way you can actually sell it, right? These people are, it's so compartmentalized, but they're, according to like Corey Good and some other whistleblowers, NASA has an entirely different faction that's already up on the moon. Like they have a base up there and everything. It's like it's just
Let me
the
tell you,
real
the,
NASA.
the part of NASA that they sell to us, right? The
Yeah,
commercialized NASA, that's some BS. NASA is absolutely tied to the military industrial complex. They
yeah.
absolutely work hand in hand with DARPA on some sick shit. There are, as a matter of fact, me and I'm going to make a video on, like, I have a list of stuff that I've been pulling information on. There are
Yeah.
documents on what they think the future of weaponized space and what they think the future of warfare's that are code NASA documents. Some of the people that work for NASA are higher ups in some of these other
Yeah.
super shady organizations that do, like I said, like DARPA level crazy.
Well, you're actually, what you're saying is the same with all major corporations.
Yeah, they're,
There's
of course.
there's corporations who have their hands in this SSP and other black budget programs at the very, very top, but the employees of the company itself are oblivious to that.
Yeah, they all think they're,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
And everybody thinks they're the top of the chain, nothing is above them. It's whatever. It's just extremely compartmentalized. It's designed so they don't leave a trail. But I definitely think the moon landing happened. And I think they already knew, some higher ups already knew what they were going there and what they would see. It was not even a question of what we might see. I think they knew exactly what they were going to encounter. They just didn't know how it was going to play out, but they knew that they couldn't show that to the public. Think
oh, for
about
sure.
realistically, if you and I had a program and we were going to go, we knew we had the technology to explore another planet. Um, will we film it and show the world just before we ever got there, or will we
Right,
get there, scope it out, and then decide, okay, people need to know about this or not? You're not just going to go land and then
right,
film it, put on this big show.
right. Just like
Uh,
now with Mars, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah,
And much love to my flat Earth peeps, but then and it doesn't help because now you've got people swearing up and down like, space is fake because NASA never went to the moon. NASA did go to the moon. They, yes, the videos were fake. They just didn't want to tell you what they were doing. Like,
yeah, exactly, 100%, exactly. And what's interesting is you have all these astronauts that actually will not put their hand on the Bible and say they've been to the moon. I think some of these uh, Apollo missions were actually fake afterwards. Like a lot of these astronauts who like they would go up there and like on the Apollo, whatever, 13, 14, whatever. I don't think those actually happened. I think that was all part of the show. And because these guys will not put their hand on the Bible, they will not swear in God's name that they have been on the moon. So why not?
man, there's all kinds of craziness with the moon. Personally, I think it's a satellite they towed into orbit, some kind of a ship or something.
Yeah, that's what yeah, I agree with
You
that
know.
actually. Um, all right, next
All right,
question.
ready? Where is the location of the animal disease center that allegedly created Lyme disease? Where is the location of the animal disease center that allegedly created Lyme disease? Is it A, Roswell, New Mexico, B, Plum Island, New York, C, Kalamazoo, Michigan, or D, Paris, Texas?
I think I know this one. It starts with a B.
A B, right? What do they think? What is the location of the animal disease center that allegedly created Lyme disease? Roswell, New Mexico, Plum Island, New York, Kalamazoo, Michigan, or Paris, Texas? I got a C, I got Plum Island, Plum Island, Plum Island, Plum Island. What's DLive talking about over here? Team Tartaria, right? What are you guys talking about? Plum Island? Yep. It is definitely Plum Island. They do all kinds.
Mm-hmm.
my understanding. They do all kind of weird experiments there. And now they've got all kinds of weird experiments going on in Kansas. Isn't that where
I
they
don't know about.
have the we have a level 4 in Kansas, like they're doing all kinds of like, I don't even, gain of function. Should I even say that on here?
Yeah,
Gain
I
of
don't
function
know.
experiments and whatnot.
I don't know about the Kansas stuff, but I do know that on the coast there, off of Plum Island, um, there's these strange creatures sometimes that wash up on the
The
beach.
Montauk monster?
Yeah, well, yeah, that, and then there's a lot of suspicious like mutants and stuff that people have claimed to sight in that area. It's like, what kind of projects are they actually working on?
Hold on, I'm pulling up for the peeps that may not have seen this. Yeah, so this was a thing.
Yeah,
Oh, the picture's little. Let me see if I can get a better one. That washed up. Yeah, I mean, like, this is just freaking horrific.
yeah,
I
that's
don't know
it.
if you guys can see it. Yeah, like, I don't know what this they were mixing, like, and
They
we can't be we're they act like we just started mixing DNA, and cloning things and making, man bear pigs or whatever. We did not. They've been doing this.
they tried to say this was, I forgot what the mainstream explanation was for this.
It looks like a half of a pit bull and a half-ass pig and I don't know what's going on here. Like, look at this thing. I mean, it washed up. This was not a sea creature. This is some sort of a land. It's got fur
Yeah,
on it. For God's
yeah, I
sakes.
forgot what they were trying to say it was. Um, I can't remember now, but I totally was going to add to that and I forgot.
Cryptids. That's something I haven't talked about. I don't think on my channel at all. I think we need to talk about cryptids at some point. Weird freaking animals. Maybe I should do like a video show. Like, weird things pop up all the time. We don't know what's on this planet. We
No.
don't know. There's no way we know. You know, there's just
Oh,
there's just
yeah, that's what I was going to say. The boys from Brazil, we've talked about this before, but that movie discloses animal cloning and human cloning down to the science. They explain step by step how they do it. Full disclosure in that movie. You're not going to tell me that that's just a theory, that they figured it out. That movie is disclosure. And this was, the whole movie was about them cloning Hitler. Um, but it's a good movie. If you aren't aware that it's a true story, then it might not be that interesting to you. But knowing what we know now, going back and watching it, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is really fucked up. And you just get that gut feeling like, wow, they're just straight up telling you the truth, down to the names of some of these people that were involved, all out there in the open.
there are times when they do that. Like, we'll get a movie and it's almost like they're laughing. Like, we're just gonna
Mhm.
put it all here and they're not gonna believe it anyway. But
Yeah.
like, don't say we didn't tell you, type
I
of thing.
wonder if I wonder if some scenes from movies were filmed off planet or on underground bases for real. Like, I'm not even joking, and we would never know.
Right?
We would just think special effects,
Steven
CGI.
Spielberg calls up like, "Yo, can I get the portal this weekend? I need to film something."
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that the whole Close Encounters of the Third Kind movie
Oh, that
was
was
filmed.
supposed to be dead on, right?
Yeah, that was filmed. Well, that movie was inspired by the project or Planet Serpo, Secret Journey to Planet Serpo.
Yeah,
That
where
whole
they took
mission.
the people for
Yeah, yeah.
however many years, 10 years. What was it?
10 years.
10
10 years
years.
ended up being 13 years. But that movie was filmed on a military base. Even Steven Spielberg couldn't get on the base without his credentials, without his badge, and they allegedly he would have to like go back and get them if he forgot. They weren't just letting him onto the base haphazardly. Um,
Wasn't there
and they,
supposed to be
he
footage, actual footage of the actual meeting release that they claimed they had and then they never put it out there, or am I thinking of something else?
maybe, um, but I do know that the interesting thing about that story, that plot, is that he wrote that. So usually with a movie, there's like a million rewrites. It takes months, 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 if not longer sometimes, to come up with the final draft of a movie, of the script and everything. Steven Spielberg got a hotel outside this military base, and within like 3 days or some stupid amount of time, wrote the script to this movie, and it was the final draft. They went with it. He was
Write this
there.
down, sir. Boop.
Yeah, exactly. He was given the information, and they said this is all in this book. They said that they gave him some flexibility to use his own imagination on certain scenes, but a lot of that movie is like direct disclosure as
I
well.
don't doubt it. I don't
Yeah,
doubt it at all.
yeah.
Do we know if Foxhole is back up? I just want to say, what up, Foxhole fam? Don't think you're not loved, Golden Crisp, if you're out there watching, right?
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me, oh, Chris Hawkins, thank you? He said, you already know I got to drop hundies on my honeys. Bringing such great content even after all your jobs. Cheers to you. Yes, I work constantly, but one of these days, sir, I'm only going to work maybe one job, and then I'll do all kinds of content. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Foil, I know I know I told you you can keep the donations, but I'm gonna grab this one.
Right. Thank you. Oh, that's much love. Made my whole weekend. Uh,
Thank you, Chris.
right. Is Foxhole up? Can you look? I'm afraid to click anything, guys. I got the link to work this week. It went on to all the platforms all at one time. Like it was like magic. Uh, do we know? All right,
I'm
while
checking.
you're
I'm
looking,
just checking Foxhole myself. Let's see.
while you're looking, what do conspiracists claim killed the people of the
It's
pack?
working.
Oh, good. Well, hey, what up, Foxhole? I'm trying to pull the chat. Let me see if I hold on. I'm about
Unless it's delayed, but I just pulled it up and I'm seeing it.
Yeah, because they were saying in over here it wasn't working too. Okay, what do conspiracists claim killed the people of the Pakistani city of Mohenjo-Daro over 4,000 years ago? Right?
Oh. Hmm.
Mohenjo-Daro, Pakistani city. What killed these people 4,000 years ago? Was it A, the biblical flood, B, a plague created by aliens, C, mass suicide honoring the sky gods, or D, an atomic explosion?
I think I do know this one.
You ponder on that. Let me try and pull up the foxhole and see what we got going on over here.
If it's the story that I'm thinking of, then I know the answer, but I might have the location wrong.
Plague. Oh, Mohenjo-Daro, 4,000 years ago. What killed these folks?
I think it was D, the atomic bomb. Because they found traces of radiation and flash, like they'll see like a shadow of a person that can only happen with like some type of nuclear flash.
Yep.
It'll like burn an imprint on the wall, and they have evidence of that. And there's just so many things that lead to
Yes.
radiation.
It was. It
So,
looks like almost everybody had that one too.
yeah.
Let me see. Nope. See, my foxhole chat is not working.
I just pulled up on my phone and it seemed to be.
Well, if you want to check on the fox nuts, on Team Fox Nuts, I don't know if
Oh no,
Alara's still over there.
this is not updated. Hang on.
Yeah, I mean, I see the live stream is up, but the chat doesn't seem to be working. That's okay. We love
No,
you.
the chat isn't working. No,
We love you
sorry.
over there.
Those are just. It was working at one point.
Dead Skull says foxhole chat broken, video works. That's what's up.
Okay.
Frightening Me says it was nuclear. It was nuclear weapons according to Bush, right? Nuclear. Don't misunderestimate me. That was probably my favorite thing he said. He used to say the dumbest shit. Don't misunderestimate me. All right. Tyler.
Yo.
According to conspiracists, only according to conspiracists, Mayan King Pakal is depicted doing what in an image on the lid of his tomb?
Oh, come on now. Give me a break.
Come on, some of
We
the peeps
all
might
know
not.
this.
Some of the peeps might not know. Is it A, piloting a spaceship, B, taking a whiz, C, entering a time portal, or D, wielding a lightsaber? Mayan King Pakal. Look at you. I was just going to pull it up. Look at that.
That's the answer.
That is sweet. I can't believe you have that. Okay, hold on.
This is made from local limestone from the area too.
That's freaking sweet, Tyler. That thing. What is that? Is it carved in relief or what?
Hang on.
The Great Zibalba.
What did you say? Is it carved what?
Like, is it carved in relief? Into you said it's made in limestone. That I mean, that actually had a lot of detail.
That's yeah, that's carved in. Yeah, just like the one you're
If you
looking at
guys
right
can
there.
see this,
Um,
yeah. Oh,
it's made from
freaking Pinterest. Didn't I bitch about
local
them last time?
limestone from the area.
Pinterest hates me. This one. Yeah, he's in a spaceship, guys. He is in a spaceship. Ah, that's probably not bright. Yep, that's wild. You can see it too. I had seen, matter of fact, I caught a video on this about 2 weeks ago on YouTube. Yeah, we're just gonna keep trying here, right? He does though. I mean, you can see where like his foot is resting on something, and it looks like he's got the mask on his face where he's laid back, like he would need some sort of a breathing apparatus. Maybe he's got some controls in his hands or something.
Yeah,
Yep,
something's going on there.
that is wild. What do we got going on? All right, all right. Oh, what is this? I don't know this. Okay, name the ancient map. Supposedly drawn from data provided by aliens that accurately shows the coast of the Antarctica, the coast of Antarctica before it was covered in ice 6,000 years ago.
I don't know the
Name
name of it.
the ancient map. Well, you're going to guess today, buddy.
It was
Suppo-
in the 1400s. Anyway, go ahead.
supposedly drawn by aliens, or yeah, from data provided by aliens that accurately shows the coast of Antarctica before it was covered in ice 6,000 years ago. Was it A, the Atlantis chart, B, the Serpent map, C, the Perry-Reyes map, or D, the map de Descartes?
D.
Descartes?
I have no idea.
That just
I
sounds
don't know.
familiar to you. Rene
Perry,
Descartes?
um,
Perry-Reyes is what
Perry
I'm
Reyes,
seeing.
is
Let
that
me
what it
see
is? Yeah.
what are they saying over here? Oh, Perry, yeah. Oh, thanks for the tacos, guys. Right? Thanks. And it
Tacos.
was on DLive, Perry-Reyes. Yeah, I don't know. It started out. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Uh, the taco started out with methods, I think, and now it's just like a whole thing.
Oh, I see him now.
That suppose let's just don't be Pinterest, right? They always give some story, like just show me where Antarctica was at. Oh, that is
You
kind of
dig that
wild.
up. I'll be right back.
I mean, that kind of looks like it could be the landmass. I don't know. Tyler, you just wandering off? Well, while we're waiting on Tyler, guys, if you have not gone over to Rokfin, I need you to go over and make the free account. I'm really happy with the platform. They've got an Android app now, so you can literally watch it on your phone, which is super sweet. Go over, make the free account, follow me. Alara is over there. You can go follow her too. If you want to subscribe through one of our channels, it's $9.99 a month. You get not just my premium content, you get everybody's premium content on the platform. There are so many good creators over there, and they're bringing more people every day. So please go check out the Rockfin. It was tropical then, Leah Worth says. Yes, it was, actually. Yes, it was. Right? Is Yvonne in the chat? I don't know where Yvonne is. Where at?
She
Are you
was in the
back?
chat. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
back.
I saw her in there earlier. All right. All right, Tyler. Now it's time for you to get on your game, sir.
I know.
Right? I don't know what's going on here today. Right?
What do you mean? I'm like at least 50-50.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. According what? Okay. According to the ghost of JFK, I feel like I've asked a question like this before here. Dolphins are actually extraterrestrials that come from where?
I know this.
Yeah, it's funny because dolphins be tripping, man. Did you happen to catch past the puffy they trip on pufferfish, man. They literally chew them to get the neurotoxins so that they can trip balls. It's the craziest freaking thing.
They're
Okay,
intelligent.
but clearly intelligent enough to want to get high, like they just can't take it down here no more. I get it. Okay, according to the ghost of JFK, dolphins are actually extraterrestrials that come from where? A small planet in the vicinity of Betelgeuse. B, Jupiter's moon Titan. C, the Pleiades star cluster. Or D, Alpha Centauri. Pass the Buffy to the left hand side. Right? Puff, puff, pass. That's right, Paula Russo.
Well, there's actually I've heard other places
Ah.
too.
Oh, Debbie.
Serious. Um,
Debbie's
I've
asking
heard
for my link. I think she means my Rokfin link. Go ahead. I'm listening
I've
to you.
heard I've heard Europa.
Europa would
Um,
make sense. That's like an ice moon, right?
it's an ice moon. That's what Joan Ocean says. The
That
dolphins
that
there
would make
there in
sense almost, right?
Hawaii. She claims to interface with the dolphins there, and that's what she says. They portal to Europa at night. Nobody knows where dolphins go at night. It's all speculation. No one actually
Wait,
knows
what?
what. Yeah,
That's
nobody.
new.
They just swim deep. Nobody actually knows or see or has observed dolphins at night. She's claimed that she's seen them and even has photographs of them going in and out of portals.
Did you see? Just so you guys know, apparently it's the Pleiades. Allegedly, these things are from the Pleiades somewhere. They go into wait. Okay, back up because I got a story about dolphins too. What? They go into port. Nobody sees them at night. She has footage of them going into portals.
Yeah, I've seen it. The photographs, not actual.
That would actually make sense. Okay,
He actually has like a photograph of a dolphin, like of half of a dolphin, because the other half is.
is
And
already through.
she said they've actually her and her pod. She has her helpers. They're called pod leaders or whatever. Um, I forgot what she calls them. Anyway, they have actually swam up to one of what they thought was a portal, and they couldn't see their body underwater when they would swim into this area. They literally could not see their body underwater, or if they would stick their arm in, it would like disappear. But anyway, she claims like no one actually knows, like mainstream scientists or whatever marine biologists don't actually know what dolphins eat. They don't know their diet.
I
It's
thought
all
they ate fish.
they eat fish. What they eat, what we feed them. But they don't actually know. Like I don't know. I don't remember exactly what she told us, but she said on Europa, she's a psychic. She's talking to him. Uh, she said on Europa where they go, it's like an ice planet, and then the argument is, well, how can they survive on an ice planet? Well, just like the whales in like Antarctica at the poles, they have
All that blubber.
no, well, they have the icebreaker whales. They have an extremely
Oh,
hard, thick skull, and they swim up at a very high rate of speed and crack the ice, and then that's how they breathe. Well, they apparently like they're working with the whales there, and the whales are breaking the ice, and that's how they get oxygen. And then they portal back here during the day and just mess with us.
well, if you're an intelligent
Oh
aquatic
no,
species, right? I mean, with no hands, I guess a
yeah.
portal would make sense.
Well, she's had the FBI come and like they raided her whole facility. They were trying to get her to stop swimming with them whenever she was communicating with them. They were making her pay like $500 a day to swim with them. And when go ahead.
Speaking of women who swim with dolphins, are you familiar with this? And I know I had put, damn it, I know I had put this on Twitter at some point. Did you know that NASA funded a scientific study where a woman literally was having sex with dolphins?
I believe that.
Margaret Howe Lovat was 20 years old when she started work in a lab with the aim of understanding dolphins and teaching them to speak English. This woman, I think that weird ass movie they made a while ago about the woman that fell in love with like that aquatic creature. It won all them awards. It was some really weird movie. Do you know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about?
Yeah, I do. I don't know
Was
if I saw it.
lightweight based on around this story. Um, so this, yeah, I know this is the mirror, guys, but this is in like 100 other places. The government paid for this, right? And yeah, this woman literally worked with these dolphins forever. And look at that. When she had she had done some interviews, and she was talking, and she was like, the one dolphin, it was like I think a juvenile male dolphin, Peter the dolphin, apparently was his name, and he would come up and rub on her, and eventually she just, like a dog that wouldn't stop humping her legs, she just let it go, and then it went from there.
Yeah. Apparently, according to some early cosmic
For
disclosures,
your weird shit of the day, go ahead. I'm done.
I'm just looking at that picture, but really, I'm looking at the picture of Jay Leno, thinking, what the hell is he?
Oh man, nobody knows, dude. There should be
Um,
a question on that guy.
some early episodes of Cosmic Disclosure with Corey Good. He was talking about how they these secret, even the secret space program, but a lot of the intelligence agencies and stuff, they train dolphins and work with them as like spies and stuff. They're that intelligent. They communicate with the dolphins and they're working with our government, like dolphin
They're
spies.
smart.
Yeah, he was not joking. He said they have secret facilities where they train them, and he said they were like in the early days to test out like what their abilities were. They would put them in a maze, and they would always change the maze to see if they can figure it out. And every time they didn't even make a mistake. Their sonar or whatever it is, they knew the right way every
Automatically
time,
go. That's crazy.
without like figuring out the hard way. No matter when they would change it. I don't know.
I can see
It's
that.
really interesting.
Yeah, I can see that. That's crazy. Yeah, they said, of course, his name would
Dude,
be Peter.
think about how
Yes.
crazy. This
Right.
this when I think about what we're actually talking about as reality, sometimes I'm like, what,
Right.
you know?
Ah,
Like, oh yeah,
hey.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it
Whatever.
though.
This is
It
fine.
makes more sense than anything we see on TV.
I guess when we were in Stone and I kept trying to tell Alara, like, people think we're freaking crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
people literally think we're freaking crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
you just tell
Yeah.
them half the story. Like, man, let me tell you something. Dolphins are smart. This woman was having sex with these dolphins. Like, they can find their way through mazes. All people would be like, "Are you high?
Yeah.
Like, what are
I
you talking
actually
about?"
when I got back from that trip, I went into this metaphysical store and I was telling them about my trip and I was explaining this stuff like I was explaining to you, but it was even more fresh in my memory. And I got the fluoride stare like you would not believe. Like,
Oh, people
I don't
think.
even think they realized that they weren't saying that nothing was coming out of their mouth. They were looking at me like this dude has lost it. And I had
Right.
to change the subject, and I could tell that they just like, whoa, what is this guy smoking type of thing, you know?
I get emails, and sometimes people will be like, you're like, they're like, are there must be multiple sides of me, because like the videos that I make on my own are all like geopolitics or whatever. They're, I mean, they're conspiracy, but they're fairly straightforward. They're like, and then your other videos you make, like, you, what are you doing? Like, this is where I'm at, bruh. Take a
That's
deep
what
breath.
saves your channel.
Right? I love it.
That
Oh, thanks,
that
Tyler.
no, that's what save. I seriously mean that. Whenever you cover such obscure stuff like that, that like what you claim is fact, like they love that because they know like a normie, whatever you want to call them,
Hmm.
is gonna tune in, and you might have a great episode that is verifying a lot of stuff, exposing a lot of stuff, but then the next one you're talking about dolphins swimming through portals,
Dolphins getting
and
high and tripping on
yeah,
pufferfish and
and
right.
well, what that does
That's
is it
true.
automatic, yeah, it gives you like, so they're just gonna think, oh, this whole channel's crazy. These people are
Hmm.
crazy. Like,
Oh, you're right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Speaking of
so,
videos, if you haven't gone to see the video I put up the other day about the freaking gas pipeline catastrophe, go
mhm.
watch it. Right? Cloud, listen, they're about to push this green new shit show of theirs. Have you noticed that all of these catastrophes that are happening all happen to just line up with their little Agenda 2030 Green New Shit Show
Yeah,
aims. All of
I
them,
just yeah, I was just talking about that. It's not it's so obvious. If you understand their tactics, like it couldn't be more
bruh.
obvious. It's just like night,
and 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 then and then they layer like, okay, gas is now we're already having like, okay, let's just take chicken shortage, right? What my niece was over here the other day, like, how is there a chicken shortage? It's not like we're ran out of chickens. No, but people don't want to work, so they're not at the plants processing the chickens. And then the ones that do want to work, right, they gotta ship the chickens. Well, they don't have any containers. There's a container shortage. There's a truck driver shortage. Now there's a freaking gas shortage. You can't get the chickens where they need to go. Like, they don't want us eating meat anyway. And all of a sudden it's like, lab meat, like all of this stuff just lines up. Klaus
yes,
Schwab and his little cybersecurity initiatives and this cyber pandemic he was talking about. I went into some detail with that. I mean, it's crazy. Like this dark side hacker group. Since when do criminals come back like, oh, my bad? My bad. We didn't mean to mess up your whole country. Like, don't worry. We'll check who we about to rob next time. We'll make sure it doesn't have any geopolitical implications. We're sorry. But slide me them bitcoins anyway though, on the low. Like, when
yeah.
does that happen? That doesn't happen.
No, they all have their hands in it. It's and it's all distraction from this Arizona audit too. It's like all happening at the same time because
Everything.
yeah, they don't I mean, what perfect way to get everybody's attention? I mean, people are filling up their fucking gas or plastic bags with gas.
Plastic trash bags,
I
dude.
can't. And then the guy blew up his Hummer. Do you see that shit? Like I was just
Dude,
waiting
they
for
was
that.
fighting at Circle K. Listen,
Yeah,
it had to been, I don't know, 11:30 at night. Man, cars all down the street. They're fighting over who gets into what spot. Then literally this chick gets out of the car fighting this other chick because she pulled swooped into the gas spot. They're already, I mean, fist fighting, right?
yeah,
And it's like day one. Now, mind you, I saw the news Friday night when it happened. So Saturday morning, I'm like, man, before everybody else
yeah.
figured out what the hell's going, let me go fill up my shit. I'm about to
But
be cool.
think think about it though. You create a crisis at the time of the audit that is going to get it's the gas shortage is far more important to people than an audit. And then you take down a bridge that is one of people's only way. Yeah, it's like they're cutting out the escape plan.
Yeah, though the bridge thing, I was tripping about that
Yeah,
too. Like, come on, man. Like, just when we're talking infrastructure, now you've got a main I-40 thoroughfare. And they didn't notice that big ass crack in September. Like, y'all said you did an inspection in September of 2020. For those of you that don't know, uh, this bridge that connects on I-40, what connects what Missouri and no, is it Missouri?
I actually didn't read about
Connects
any of it.
Tennessee. In any case,
Tennessee, yeah,
is it
Tennessee.
Arkansas? It's
No, it's
Arkansas and
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah, it
Yeah,
connects Arkansas and Tennessee. In any case, two big girders, one of them split completely in half. The
does
they the,
not happen.
no, the people they're calling 911 like, everybody got to get off the bridge. Like, send the police, get these people off the bridge. This thing is cracked all the way through. You know, I don't know. They're saying stress fracture, infrastructure's bad. We need infrastructure. Oh, Joe Biden's got an infrastructure bill. Too bad there's no infrastructure in the infrastructure bill. That'd be nice. That'd be super helpful.
First of all, the way bridges are designed, if there's always extra support. I know this from being in construction. Like they engineer it into there. Like you can have multiple failures before it actually collapses. Like it's just like a warning sign if one of them cracks, right? But the way it's cracked, steel, it doesn't naturally. I don't know.
I don't. It might have been shitty Chinese steel because
Yeah, they
we don't want to have American
well that
steel anymore.
which that exactly. Whenever that happened, being in construction, the metal we started getting because we frame with metal studs in commercial construction. It was like super shitty and flimsy and like it was not the same type of metal studs after we started getting it from China. So
I bet.
all the quality went down. But that just doesn't happen like that. And it doesn't go unnoticed. They inspect these bridges like they first of all, they're required to maintain them by painting them or sealing them or something, there's always somebody that, like the Golden Gate Bridge, take for example, they have a crew of guys that paint it. They takes them almost a full year to paint it. By the time they get to the other end, they
They
have
got
to
to start
start
over.
it
Yep.
over. There's constant maintenance being done, and if they don't, they have to paint it so the steel doesn't corrode. So because it's an old technology, they have better steel now. But there's always maintenance on these bridges, and especially after I forget what bridge collapsed not that long ago, they shut down a lot of bridges and did inspections on all of them to make sure like that these were safe. And I don't know, I just feel like this is very suspicious.
No, I think everything is suspicious, but it's just funny how these things all line up like
Mhm.
just like magic, right? Almost like magic. That's my little government tirade for the moment. Like,
Oh, we're supposed to be playing trivia, aren't we?
yeah, I'm sorry. I go left, dude, and you just be going right with me, like swoop,
I know. Well, it's fun. That's what's fun about it because
right?
the questions lead to the new topic.
Exactly, exactly. The struggle bus, right? All right. Oh, this is crazy. What concept states that we are really living in the 1700s because the early Middle Age never actually occurred?
Hmm.
A, the age jump theory. B, the Charlemagne charade. C, the phantom time hypothesis. Or D, the skip jump history.
I think it's E, the hopper.
Right? This is kind of
I, I mean, any one of
fringe
them.
even
Yeah,
for us, right?
I have no idea. I actually don't know this.
Let
I
me
mean,
read it one
not
more
that I know
time for
all
the
of them.
peeps. Let's see if anybody does anybody know this? 'Cause I had to look this up. What concept states that we are really living in the 1700s because the early Middle Age never actually occurred? Is it A, the age jump theory, B, the Charlemagne charade, C, the phantom time hypothesis, or D, the skip jump theory? Oh shit, looks like people actually might know this.
The hopscotch.
The hopscotch. Let's see. Oh, the Mandela pounce, right?
The
I like that
Mandela
one, right?
pounce.
It sounds like it.
Oh, that's funny.
Ah, yeah. So it is actually C, the phantom time hypothesis, which apparently, right? Apparently, uh, in 1000 AD, the Catholic leadership at the time uh, wanted to allegedly rewrote history, right, to make it 1000 AD for them. They said that Charlemagne never really existed. Like they wanted to claim they were living at that specific year, so they, I don't know, revamped history. This feels like the flat Earth of history questions to me. I don't know. I don't know if I can get on board with uh, Charlemagne didn't exist. However, the Catholic Church does tend to do some crazy things, and I say that as an Italian that was raised Catholic. Not hating on Catholics, love
Yeah,
Catholic people, the leadership, not so much. Except for
I'm an
Archbishop Vigano, that's my dude.
I'm an Italian that was raised Catholic as well.
Oh, Tyler, look at that.
We we sang "Happy Birthday" to Jesus on Christmas morning.
Did you?
Yep. Every time I got in
Did you
trouble,
have
I had to. Every time I got in trouble, I had to put my hand on the Bible and swear to God
my
that I did.
mother used to make us practice church when we got in trouble. Kneel when she said kneel, sit when she said sit, pray when
Yeah.
she said
See,
pray. Yeah. Did
there
you
you
guys
go.
have Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then go to midnight mass? Did you have your family
No, we
Christmas
didn't
Eve?
do. No, we didn't do midnight mass. No. Um.
See, our Christmas dinner was actually on Christmas Eve, and we would cook multiple types of pasta and seven different types of fishes and all sorts of things. We're Southern Italian. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Well, I just remember when my mom was yelling at me, she'd get the Bible out, make me put my hand on the Bible, and swear to God that you did not do that. Blah blah blah. And I would have my fingers crossed behind my back, and I didn't do it, Mom.
Like
I
that
swear.
cancels it out completely. This isn't. I'm
Yeah.
not really swearing, Lord.
No, well, I just because it was pushed on us so hard, like I,
Hi, Inez.
as soon as I got old enough, I just wanted out of it because it was,
Listen, I
yeah,
told my mother that later in life. I'm like, "Do you know?" I'm like, now I'm an avowed Christian. I'm not a Catholic, but you kind of drove me off with that stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
exactly.
was probably the worst. I mean,
You,
she would make me watch I don't know, do you remember the ecumenical channel? ETC used to be on cable television. Like
no,
when I would get in trouble, that was another thing. We'd have to watch the ecumenical channel. Like, are
yeah,
you trying
screw
to make
that.
me right? You're just trying to push me away like from the Lord. I don't understand. Ah,
Well, well, and think about that's great advice for us now trying to wake people up. I mean, we shouldn't be
don't
trying to wake
force
people up.
feed.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what happens. Even when you don't think you're doing it, you could be
Yes.
on social media posting, or the way you come across sometimes you might not even realize it, but you're just repelling that energy and you're not doing anybody any good.
Hey, I try to be like I will hear anybody out. I know a lot of people, they can't even have a conversation with people that they disagree with. I'll talk to anybody. I'll
Yeah.
listen to anybody. Like, tell me why you think what you think. Tell me
Hmm.
why you believe what you believe. Like, I'll listen. I'm not going to force feed you. I will
Yeah.
ask you questions, though. I
I've
will
had
ask you questions.
you can't I can't you can't do that with everybody because there are people out there that always are just there to play devil's advocate. They're not trying to be right. They're just trying to um all they do is just fuck with you, right? I had a conversation with this guy. He had
Hmm.
no basis to anything except he just wanted to call bullshit on no on everything I said. This was back whenever I still drank and whatever. So we were drinking and I was getting triggered. But he what he was doing was just messing, like you can't always have a conversation with somebody like that. If all he would do is play devil's advocate, nope, that's bullshit. I don't believe it. Like even if I could verify it, he was like, no, that's bullshit. You're crazy. They're just, I don't know. Next.
No, I know people like that. Like they wait for you to say so they can just be at you
He
constantly.
didn't want to have a conversation. He just wanted to trigger me or just like mess with me, you know?
Right? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some people they have no intention of listening. And
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Chef Matt. Yes, I'm from NOLA. Right? Yes, Nolans. That is my original place. Of course, I've moved around a million times since then. That's not where I'm at now. But yes, so that explains a lot. Yeah, the audience seems truly intrigued that you're Italian, Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah. Um, not fully, but mostly.
right?
Oh, yeah. There was some crazy times. We grew up with food fights and all kinds of
I
stuff.
know. I'm truly grateful. I grew up with a hardcore ethnic Italian family. Like we had so much fun. I mean, aside from that whole practice and church thing, it's great.
I've been at wedding receptions where food fights broke out,
Oh, wedding receptions are always fun. The family's so big and extended. Like I appreciate that greatly. I
and they're
do.
all alcoholics.
They know how to have a good time, sir. Know how to have a good time.
Or you will not have more. You won't have more fun anywhere else than at a
No,
Catholic
it's so
party.
loud. So loud. Like we're so loud. I don't even know how else to explain it. We're so loud. All right. What city was thought to be fictional until clues from Homer's book, The Iliad, led to its discovery? Was it A, Athens, B, Troy, C, Atlantis, or D, Delphi?
I don't actually know.
Have you ever read The Iliad?
No.
It's actually definitely worth reading. And there's, it's,
So is the chat right now. They think I'm a Native American.
right?
Sorry. Go ahead. No, no, I have not read
Chef
it.
Matt. Yeah, I'm Sicilian and Calabrese.
Explains the tan. Somebody said I get black. If you leave me out in the sun for any amount of time on a trip or something,
I don't go
I just
outside at all. That's why you can see through me. I'm
I
definitely see through at this point.
I guess I'm fortunate that I like burn. I don't even barely burn. I just keep getting darker and darker.
I think I know why we're stopgap animation now. Uh, my stream is pushing a higher bit rate than it's set for. Maybe I can fix that. I tried, guys. We'll get it. We'll get it together. I got the link to work. Next time we will not look like the California raisins. One thing at a time. Right?
Um.
What
So
do they
anyway,
say?
back to the question.
Right. Looks like they're all. Oh, some people.
Troy,
Delphi Ayashoku says. Yeah, it is Troy. You guys are thinking of the oracles at Delphi, which is another Greek thing, right? Yeah, it's Troy. Didn't you ever see the movie Troy with what's his face?
Brad Pitt. No,
Brad Pitt, right? That's
never
actually a
saw
really
it.
good movie. You know, I can't really hate on Brad Pitt. Like, eh, you know, roll your
Why
eyes.
does he turn you on or something? Is
No,
that why?
no, because I really, matter of fact, Legends of the Fall was a good movie. Freaking
That I've seen.
Interview with the Vampire. Is
Yeah,
it now here? There's another Mandela effect for you. Is it Interview with a Vampire or Interview with the Vampire?
the
It's ah.
you know there's a Mandela effect about the whole element 115 or 151 with Bob Lazar too. And
Wait,
people say,
it's 115, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, but there's
Think
people
it's
say
151?
151. Yeah. Um. Somebody, can you repeat the question?
Wait, what city was thought to be fictional until clues from Homer's book The Iliad led to its discovery?
Is it,
Athens, Troy, Atlantis, or Delphi?
well, they still try and say Atlantis is fictional.
I know, right? Which is crazy because I mean it was literally written about by respected historians.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
actually respected historians, like not. Sorry, I'm trying to check.
so it's Troy.
It was Troy. It was Troy. Yeah. Delphi, the oracles at Delphi, that's where they would go to consult with the oracles, to see if they should make war, who they should king make, whatever, whatever. All right. Here's something for you sports folks. In 2001, in the 2001 Spygate scandal, which NFL team allegedly violated league rules by secretly videotaping their Super Bowl opponent in practice? All right.
Hmm.
In the 2001 Spygate scandal, which NFL team allegedly violated league rules by secretly videotaping their Super Bowl opponent in practice? Was it A, the Baltimore Ravens, B, the St. Louis Rams, C, the New York Giants, or D, the New England Patriots? Do you know, Tyler?
I do.
Do you watch
I
sports?
I used to, and I didn't watch football that much, but I was huge. We were a hockey family.
Ah,
We were
well, I mean,
big.
hockey, I can, now that sports are super woke, like, I can't even pretend to care.
Yeah, exactly. It's so
Hockey's not quite so woke, but
no. It's the Roman circus. It really is.
oh
It's a
man.
distraction. There's loose farming going on. There's so much happening at the arenas. I have like some connection with hockey. I grew up playing hockey and watching hockey, and we had season tickets and whatever. So when it's on now, I'll still watch it. I enjoy the sport, but anyway, I think
What
it's
up, Divine Fractal? Who
I
do you
think it's
think?
the
It
Patriot.
was.
Yeah.
It was the Patriots, right? It was the Pats. Yeah, they got into a lot of trouble for that. Like I remember that, but only because it was a news story, not so much that it had anything to do with sports,
It's all rigged anyway.
right?
I watched a video of this guy who broke down hockey, and like he like picked up a pattern like within every season. Like I don't know, it was crazy, but it's like how do you even rig like at the same time the same like so season to season you don't realize it, but the same game, the same a goal will be scored at the same exact timestamp as the season before. And like the next goal, and then like the same type of goal. It's like this really weird. He was blowing my mind. I'm like, how is this possible? And he was just making all these connections. He's like, look, it's literally like a replay from the last season, just different teams. But the same playoff game 7 is the same exact game you watched last year with two different teams. And he would like the goals were scored the same, but it was like the same
You don't
score
think
when it,
maybe they're running the same plays or
I don't know, but it was different teams entirely, and like and the way hockey is so fast paced, and things are deflecting, and like how can you like perfectly plan it out like that? I have no idea, but it was very interesting. And then there's another video where this guy breaks down all the times that pro athletes have superhuman abilities. They do things humanly impossible. That will
now
freak
that I
freak
can
you
see.
out.
Yeah, that I'd be
That
interested
was
to.
well, Ivan Teller, the channeler, says he calls it the Super Soldier Bowl. He said if you pro athletes are technically super soldiers, meaning you
Well,
instead of using them to like actually better the world, they're just using them to be better at sports. So they have abilities that like certain. What just happened?
what?
Oh, I thought we lost my. I don't know. My computer just did something weird. But anyway, he claims that pro athletes are super soldiers. Well,
I could actually see where that might somebody could make a case for that for sure.
but if you watch the videos, some of these moves, sometimes these players are doing things that like don't even like they defy physics. It's crazy, but it happens in real time, so you don't notice it. But when it's broken down, anyway, I digress.
You digress. That's okay. That's what we do here. All right. In 1806, what type of farm animal predicted that the biblical end times were close? In 1806, what type of farm animal predicted that the biblical end times were close? Was it a cow, a pig, a hen, or a goat? Do you know this one?
I I'm gonna guess cow. I don't know.
Just super salty, right? Right. Brooklyn Way says there was a vibrational noise when that happened, Tyler. Weird.
When what happened? I don't know what she
That
means.
whatever you said, what just happened? My computer did something. She said she heard some sort of weird vibration.
Oh yeah, like it was weird. Man, when we were recording with Natalie the other night, something did happen to me. It was freaking crazy. And I didn't even say anything. I did we just kept going. But you get the ping, like you've heard the ringing in the ears. This felt
Yes.
like it felt like a hole opened up in my skull and like wind was blowing through my freaking head, like in one ear out the other. It was like like I could hear this like and I could feel like this almost like air current. And it lasted for a couple seconds. And if you watch the episode, you could see me go, "Holy shit!" And I grabbed my ears, but then I never did clarify what happened. I don't know what happened. It was weird.
Like the pressure just changed on you.
Yeah, it was. I've never experienced. I have nothing to compare it to.
That's crazy. All right, what do we got? What do we got going on here? They're all saying pig, goat. Oh, everybody's everywhere. Uh,
Pig would make most sense because they're
Let me
smart.
see. What are they saying over here? Solar flares, hen, pig, red cows, Jewish thing, brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Right? It was a hen. This was actually a crazy story. Like this. So let me. So what had happened was, right? They thought it was some kind of a miracle. This hen was laying eggs with like messages on them, right? That looked like they were written in some kind of blood, like prophesying the end times. People were coming from all
I
over to see
think
this
I know what
freaking
you're
magical
talking
chicken,
about.
right?
Actually, I think
Yeah, what's crazy? Turns out the lady was actually taking the eggs, painting the message on, and then shoving them back up in the chicken for the chicken to relay them the next day.
wow.
Can you imagine painting up an egg
Yeah.
and then shoving it back up in the chicken so that you could look like you had a magical chicken? Like, do you have? It was 1806. Shouldn't you be like, I don't know, shucking in the fields or something? Like, isn't there something you should be doing? Like sweeping with your, I mean, with a broom. Like, what do you do in 1806? You got time to be
What
painting eggs,
exactly? What do you do in 1806? You do that. What I
right?
mean,
By
yeah.
candlelight at night, painting blood messages on chicken eggs. So you can shove them back up there. Like, come on now, come on, man.
Think about those times. What
Oh,
would you be doing for pastime?
I don't read
You would
something.
have no clue what's going on in the rest of the world.
No, can you imagine?
You would only
Oh,
traveling to another town might have been difficult, right?
right. Going to town, not even a whole nother
Yeah.
town. Going to
Mhm.
town, been like a whole thing, right?
Yeah. I would no cell phone, no internet, no nothing.
Chris Hawkins said, "Ha ha ha, glory hen." Kinda. Yeah, there'd be nothing.
Let's do one more question and then start wrapping it up.
Not a problem. All right. Oh, well, we already talked about this. Let me. Matter of fact, we talked about it earlier. Okay, here we go. According to Captain K, a U.S. Marine that spent 15 years defending the secret Mars colony, what two alien species currently inhabit the red planet?
Hmm.
Hmm. According to Captain K, a U.S. Marine that spent 15 years defending the secret Mars colony, what two alien species currently inhabit the red planet? Is it A, the reptilians and the greys, B, the greys and the insectoids, C, the reptilians and the insectoids, or D, the Romulans and the Klingons? Let me give you the choices one more time, guys. This is our wrapping it up question. According to Captain K, a U.S. Marine that spent 15 years defending the secret Mars colony, what two alien species currently inhabit the red planet? A, the reptilians and the greys, B, the greys and the insectoids, C, the reptilians and the insectoids, or D, the Romulans and the Klingons?
That would be C, and I think they're referring to Captain K as Randy Kramer.
Probably. Probably. A matter of fact, he was the one we were talking about, I think, on Space Force News. He was at some sort of a conference. Alexis was there that does our space weather.
Yeah,
Jason Alexis. Yeah, of course you know who that is. Uh,
yeah.
she was saying that he was. Let me think. It
He
is.
was
He was saying the bugs were coming here. Did she tell you about
bug.
that? The insectoids.
Oh
The
yeah,
answer is C, reptilians and insectoids, which sounds like a horrible freaking place to go, right?
it is. That's I
I
mean
mean, my God.
every whistleblower. That's what not just
Right,
him.
I was thinking
Anyone
that.
who's been to Mars like, say the insectoids and the reptilians. It's just like common knowledge. Duh.
Duh. Right, everybody knows that. Uh,
But wait, he said the insectoids are here. Of
Man,
course.
no, he
That's
said that they were coming, like they were going to invade here.
oh
And he was like, I wouldn't say it unless I had gotten actual intel. Like, I don't want to put my whole,
yeah, but
career on the line for this.
he was very certain that the fake alien invasion was going to happen last year on July 4th. He also um, does not have good things to say about Trump or Q, which that shouldn't matter. But he's always pushing fear. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Randy,
he does seem
I
like,
believe his testimony, but a lot of what he pushes is very fear based, and I don't know if that's intentional or he really believes the information he's getting. If you notice, Corey Good's doing the same stuff right now. I think they might have been compromised or they're insiders. They put too much trust in their insiders, and
well, you got
without yeah.
people, yeah, I mean, that's just disinformation peddlers either way, you
Well,
know.
that and you got guys who, if they really have been in these programs like they claim, they've been programmed since birth, right, or since age 5. Typically, is when it starts. They go through torture. They go through whatever. They've been. Their
Man.
mind is
Yeah,
totally
warped,
effed.
right?
So they're very easily programmable. And so they might think they're out of it and they're having these memories back, but how much are they actually still being controlled, you know?
Man.
Anyway,
Well, all
that was
right,
a
give
good
me a
one to
minute
end
here.
it on.
Huh? Yeah, well, yeah, it's crazy. I hope the insectoids are not on their way. Like I mean, of all the potential alien invaders, bugs are like the worst freaking answer, as far as I'm concerned. You're never gonna tell me any different. Um, Chris Hawkins and Stacks, I want to thank you for your super chats. Let me take a look at my Cash App and see if anybody sent anything that I need to say thank you for. I'll still be making a list. Don't worry. While I do that, let me empty the chest on DLive. Alara was like, "Don't you forget to empty that chest." I said, "All right, All right, here we go. Rewards are being distributed because you are loved. And nope. All right, what else do I need to not forget to do? All right, I think that's it. You guys get them here in a minute. Tyler, do you have any shows coming up this week? What is going on with you? What do you need to say?
Um, well, our show we were gonna do on Monday just got canceled,
Oh no.
but it's okay. It's for a reason.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. Um,
I hope there's a
we
reason.
have we have an undisclosed guest coming up on Thursday.
Ooh, super secret guests. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. Now we just I don't know why. I like it to be a surprise. Wait till the post comes up.
Dun
No,
dun dun.
yeah. Go check out the UFO video. I just caught a UFO outside my house today. The video isn't that great, but I saw it crystal clear as day. That video is on Journey to Truth YouTube. Check out our last episode with Dan Willis. It's really great information, especially right now pertaining to UFO disclosure. And
Go follow you
follow
on
us.
Telegram.
Follow us on Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, uh, wherever you want to follow us. We're all over.
Right? Guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on a variety of platforms. DLive, Twitch, Pilled, Foxhole, Rokfin. We've covered this. Rokfin. Go make the free account. You can donate directly at loyal2thefoil.com or at Cash App. My links are in the description below, or they should be. What else? If you want to support me and Tyler and our content here and a veteran-owned business, go to beardvet.com. 10% off with promo code SFN, $35 and over, free shipping all the time. Get you some Maple Militia coffee. It's delicious, just like Canada. Um, Beard needs too. If you got a manly beard, you know, get your beard going on. If you got
Oh yeah,
stubble, it'll
for
make
that.
it grow.
I need to get some of that
Yeah,
stuff.
there you go. See, SFN, 10% off. Check out my video I just posted, Colonial Catastrophe. It is up on this channel on YouTube. It's actually up on all the platforms. Watch it. Don't know what you're doing with your life if you're not watching my videos. And Space Force news on Sunday, dude. Rebooted, revamped, ready to go. All new bumpers. It's gonna be banging. Check it out. Um,
I'm excited.
Right. I want to thank the mods. With all the two mods that I have. I got to make some mods, guys. If you come back next week and you figure out that you're modded, it's just because I love you and I love everybody. I should make everybody a mod. Maybe that would be totally a thing. But thank you, Debbie. Super mod of the year. Thank you for your help. Much love. Tyler, you're gonna be a mod for sure.
Yes.
So
We need to
yeah,
have you. We're gonna have you and Alara on the show, and we're gonna call it Space Fake News.
space fake news. Woo! I can dig it.
No,
Yes.
it'd be fun. We should
That
have
would
you
be
guys on
yeah,
for an episode.
that would be
Yeah.
super fun. I could dig that. I'd like that. But yeah, speaking of space fake news, like I said, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, check it out. Other than that, we will be here next Friday. Next Friday at 8 with some more conspiracy theory trivia, everything you didn't want to know. Fact or come on, man. We love you. Much love. Stay loyal.
I love that. Everything that you didn't want to know.
Everything you never wanted to know, man. And we're
Good night,
out,
good
right?
night, guys.
Good night.